So let this be the marker. Let this be the reference for you when someone tries to act like Donald Trump is not guilty of that which he is accused. With all of the talk about the perviness, the inappropriateness, the chomo nature of Donald Trump, and all of the comments that I read on my videos and that I see online from Trump trolls and those who have not allowed the scales to fall from their eyes, as it were, about the nature of Donald Trump, I want this video to serve as a record for the behavior and character of the 45th and 47th president of the United States. There are too many people in this country who believe him to be some kind of a mighty, righteous man of God, who actually is a follower and a believer of the philosophies of Jesus the Christ. That is not who he is. Donald Trump is a perverse, disgusting, credibly accused rapist of women and children. And a lot of people will ask, well, you don't really have any evidence of this. And of course, we don't have any hard evidence. There's no video of it that we know of yet. But there are certainly patterns of behavior, things that he has said with his own mouth that are outside of the norm of what is good and decent. So let's let this litany of video evidence or adjacent evidence be that. If you have someone in your life that is a little bit on the edge, on the fence about Donald Trump, someone who's sold on Donald Trump, this is the resource to point them to. This is the video to bookmark and share widely across the social media. Let's begin with what kind of a good and decent family values Republican talks about having sex with his own daughter while she's sitting right next to him on the couch.
I have an issue with it then. If they were using her to...
I don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird. Stop
You know what? You are sick.
Yeah.
And for those who want to make excuses for this kind of abhorrent, disgusting, destructive behavior, we know what he's talking about. When he says, perhaps I'd be dating her, he doesn't mean go down to the soda fountain and have a malt. He means sex. That is what Donald Trump means when he says, if Ivanka were not my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her, because he thinks of her that way. It's not the only time he's mentioned sex, sexual relations, of the act of sex in front of Ivanka. He was on Wendy Williams several years back, and they were playing a game about what do you have in common. In fact, in this clip, Wendy Williams explains the game and says, okay, and then we'll go to you, okay, Dad? Recognizing that this is a father-daughter comparison that they're making here. Watch this, and while you watch this, think in your mind, if you have a kid, if you have a child, if you are a child of someone, which makes all of us that, in what world, what justification could there be for thinking about aligning your thoughts about sex when thinking about your child?
We want to know a little bit more about you guys, so we play this game here. It's called Fave 5. I'll ask the question. Ivanka, you answer first, and then Dad, you answer also.
This is tough.
Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Oh, that was Hulk Hogan creepy.
So, no, I know, so.
Good Christian family values. Am I right? And it's not the only time, again, we've seen Donald Trump time and time look lustfully at Ivanka Trump. Some of the things I'm not going to include here today are the reports from his first term about him thinking about, talking about out loud, surmising what it would be like to have sex with Ivanka. I'm not even going to include the stuff that can't be substantiated with audio or video. That's all what that's going to be here today. On Howard Stern, many years ago, when Ivanka was 17 years old, he told Howard Stern a tale about how Ivanka at 17 said, promise me, Dad, you'll never date someone younger than me. Now, for those Trump people in the audience who are math challenged, younger than 17 is 16 and below. Watch this.
But Donald, do you worry because you have a daughter who's a model?
I do, and I have a deal with her. She's just 17, and she's doing great, Ivanka, and she made me promise her, swear to her, that I would never date a girl younger than her. So, as she grows, Howard, as she grows older,
right,
the field is getting very limited severely, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the nerve of her. Now you can't go out with 16-year-olds.
Chuckle, chuckle. Yeah, I can't have sex with kids. Very, very funny, Donald Trump. Very funny standard bearer for the Republican Party, the party that has beat us over the head for years and years and years about being the family values party. The party of protecting children in more recent years. The pro-life party, right? It's not the only gross, disgusting, inappropriate, possibly criminal thing that he said about his children. Tiffany Trump, when she was a baby, just 1 year old, there was an interview on the lifestyles of the rich and famous with Robin Leach, where Donald Trump and Marla Maples sat, and Robin Leach asked the question, what's your new baby? What does she have of yours? And does she have your nose? Does she have Marla Maples' eyes? And Donald Trump said, well, she has Marla's legs. We're going to have to find out if she has these.
Now, Donald, what does Tiffany have of yours, and what does Tiffany have of Marla's?
Well, I think that she's got a lot of Marla. She's really a beautiful baby, and she's got Marla's legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet, but time will.
Again, what father, what parent thinks? How does that thought come into the mind of a father about a daughter? The Republican Party bangs on about trans people being a threat when Donald Trump is the threat, not only to strangers, as we've learned, but to his own progeny, to his own offspring. Donald Trump lusts. He salivates thinking about Ivanka. He wonders about infant Tiffany and how her breasts will look. Is it far removed that these allegations against him and his 15-year best friendship with notorious child rapist Jeffrey Epstein is, who could ever imagine, who could make this allegation against Donald Trump, an upstanding man? Are you kidding me? It isn't just family, though. There was a moment that was caught on tape, I believe, from Entertainment Tonight, where they're doing an interview with Donald Trump in Trump Tower, and a young child, a young female child with the voice of like a 7 or 8 year old, you'll see the video. She's getting onto the escalator, and Donald Trump, you hear his voice say, "Are you getting on the escalator?" And he turns to the pervy douche next to him and says, "Can you believe I'll be dating her soon?" And then you hear them uncomfortably giggle, as women are programmed as a protection measure to do, as she ascends the escalator. This is our president. Watch this.
Okay, you start and I'm ready.
In the wake of questions and allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women, ET discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon, Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it? Okay.
Keep defending him, Republicans. Keep acting as though you are the family values party, that you are the morality party, that you're the party of religion and deeply held convictions of faith. Hypocrites, liars, perverts, or at the very least, protectors of perverts. Donald Trump used to own and run beauty pageants. We all know that. There's audio of him explaining again to Howard Stern that he used to go into The dressing rooms of teen beauty pageants, of women beauty pageants, while they were naked, because I run the place, I can get away with that. I can get away with that kind of stuff. Meaning it's not proper behavior, but because I own it, I can get away with it. The get away with it really is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, for meaning it's not something that's supposed to happen. It's illegal. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's inappropriate. But people are too afraid because of the power that I have. So I do pervy shit. Remember this moment.
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with it.
How can people defend him? How can the James Comers, the Marco Rubios, the Jim Jordans, the Moses Mike Johnson, Jesus, how can they defend this with a straight face and go to church on Sunday and privately pray to their God in good conscience? Either they're not real Christians, they don't really believe anything, or they have a very warped, distorted, bastardized version of Christianity that they follow. Look, having grown up in the same faith tradition as these people I just mentioned, I don't understand it. Let's finish with the clip we are all familiar with from the very first time that Donald Trump ran for president, when he said that, look, when you're a star, you can do anything you want. They'll let you do anything. You can, I'm drawn to beautiful. I just kiss them. It's like a magnet. I just kiss them. You can do anything you want to them. You'll remember.
I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
That's huge news there.
No, Nancy. Yeah. No, this was marriages. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch. But I couldn't get there, and she was married. Then all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look. I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything.
So let this be the marker. Let this be the reference for you when someone tries to act like Donald Trump is not guilty of that which he is accused. I would appreciate your feedback here. You can comment below this video wherever you're watching it. It'll either be on Facebook or YouTube prominently. I would appreciate you sharing this video. I would appreciate you subscribing to this channel, to liking this content, engaging with it in whatever way you're comfortable. That would be fantastic. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054, or you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I'm waiting for the shower of hate from Trump people who will say this is AI, even though this has been part of the public record for decades. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine and take care of one another.